ready are you guys to check out version 2.6 special program for Genshin Impact? I'm excited. Very excited. You guys can let me know if the volume's like, overkill or whatever. I've obviously put it on the highest setting, and we've got subtitles just in case it's not in English. I haven't watched it, so I have no idea. But the subtitles are at least here. And I'm kind of in the way a bit, but I don't think it's going to be a big deal. If it is, you guys can just let me know. But I'm hoping it's in English. Let's do this.
How have your adventures been lately? With the change of season, perhaps you could consider taking time to travel and explore with friends. Inazuma will soon be holding the magnificent Irodori Festival to commemorate the 5 Kasen. The 5 Kasen were a group of 5 talented poets from ancient Inazuma. It will be an international cultural festival that will leave you with many memories. It is my honor to invite you to attend the festival and enjoy the special events together.
Hey, I'm down. Count me in.
I knew you'd be interested, Zach.
Greetings, travelers, and welcome to the Genshin Impact version 2.6 special program.
Woo.
I'm Zach Aguilar, and as many of you already know, I voice Ether in Genshin Impact. And joining me in the tea house today, we have...
Hi, everybody. I'm Erica Mendez, and I voice Kamisato Ayaka.
Hey, everybody. I'm Chris Hackney, the voice of Ayaka's brother, Kamisato Ayato.
Sweet. So great to have you guys.
I'm so glad that they actually brought
Looks
him
like
too.
I get to be a part of the Kamisato clan today.
You can be our annoying little brother.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Hey, guys. So, I know Erica has made a brief special appearance before, but this is our first time officially having you both as hosts for a special program.
Yeah, I did a little tour guide-ish segment back when we were showing off the Inazuma locations, so it's really cool to be able to be a part of the gaggle of people at the table this time.
I'm excited. This is my first time being here, and I think this is the first time we get to introduce everyone to Kamisato Ayato, so I'm stoked.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to have you guys and just to be able to do this. Let's get right into it because we've got a lot of exciting new content to cover today. So how about we get things started with a first look at the trailer for version 2.6, Zephyr of the Violet Garden.
It's Genshin Impact Client. It's their live stream. Yeah, new content coming right now.
Wow, it's so beautiful here! So many things I've never seen before.
Aren't you two even a little curious about what interesting things you might see at the festival?
A signed first edition is going to become quite the collectible. I've got to get my hands on a copy.
I've been here since last night so I could buy a figurine.
Arataki numero uno Ito challenge you to an all-out, no-holds-barred, anything-goes duel. Ah!
It fails to fulfill the most crucial elements. Inspiration.
In that case, we'll need to order more dishes.
Oh boy, Venti.
Greetings. Ayaka has mentioned you on numerous occasions.
Your favorite drink.
Delighted to make your acquaintance. I am head of the Kamisato clan, Kamisato Ayato.
Graceful.
Cascade!
Eula's new boyfriend.
Everything's in place and they've taken the bait. Now to start reeling them in.
For sure. 100%.
If my suspicions regarding the portal network are correct, then the fact that there is a portal leading here tells us that the Abyss Order has their eyes on this location.
As the Helitrolls go in, they never emerge again. Everyone's driving themselves crazy worrying about it.
Maybe whatever's going on in the chasm really is connected to the Abyss Order.
Wow.
A whole
What do we
city
think?
that's floating in the air.
He is cute.
Upside down?
More than one kind of strange power exists here. That it's highly likely that even as we speak, the Abyss Order is watching our every move.
Huh?
conversation's over. Brace yourselves.
Meddling fool, encumber us no more.
Find a way to stop that thing!
Wow. Our first code is here, guys. Don't forget to put these in because they do expire tonight. So very, very important that you guys get those in ASAP, especially if you are playing Genshin. Very important. It'll be around for a few seconds here, which will be really nice. So you guys will have some time there to grab the codes. Hello, ladies. I love the animation of that. So cool. Genshin never fails with their animation and their colors and everything. It's too bad that DMK didn't have something like this, though. Or, I mean, any game, frankly, where, you know, you watch a stream, you get the codes, put it in, and then, ta-da, extra free stuff for checking out what's new. I think it's a really great way to do it. Really great way. Get some free stuff.
Wow.
Wow.
That was pretty epic.
That festival was beautiful, and then straight into the chasm, and
I know.
Yeah.
Things got dark real fast in that trailer.
It's like everybody was having a lot of fun, and then it's serious time with that music.
And an introduction by Kamisato Ayato.
Yes.
Of course, of course.
Our new character. And as always, speaking of Ayato, let's dive in by taking a look at our new playable character, Kamisato Ayato.
This is so cool. A sippy cup. Whoa. It's 1,000%. Him and Eula are like gonna be soulmates.
Most people hunker down against a strong headwind. Only a few know how to utilize it to their advantage.
Adorbs.
Ooh, looking pretty
Wow.
sleek.
Yeah.
That voice, though. Crazy sound great.
Powerful yet elegant. Just saying.
Oh, man. His moves look so cool.
The elemental burst, right?
Yeah.
That, like, flashy thing in there. That's so cool.
Love it.
I love his elegance as he fights and moves. Really, all of his animations feel very elegant to me. And
Yeah.
did you guys catch him drinking boba tea too?
Was that what that was?
Anytime's a good time for boba. Just saying.
I agree, but wait, where did you even get that from?
Anytime's a good time for
Kamisato
boba.
family. No, Kamisato family secret.
What? Huh?
If you're really wondering, in-game Ayato buys his milk tea from a little food stall in Inazuma City.
I gotta find that place.
You know, but it's quirks like that Ayato has that makes people wonder if
So
he's
much for
kind of
family
spoiled, even
secret.
though he's served as the head of the Kamisato clan for some time now. For example, he always gives any defective-looking food he makes to Toma, and
Hey. The Kamisato clan has an image to keep up, okay?
you're right.
Well, I think we can all feel sorry
Wow.
for Toma now.
Yeah.
Poor Toma.
Oh.
And speaking of which, the first impression many of us ever had of Ayato was actually from Ito's character teaser. He was that mysterious voice at the end of the video.
Really?
Yeah, you know, actually, it turns out that Ito has a pretty good opinion of Ayato. I mean, Ito even calls him bro.
You know, that's interesting because I'm curious how those two could possibly get along.
You know, Ito is he's real and a simple and down-to-earth kind of Oni. But all it takes is a few
This is
words
so
from
cool.
Ayato, and Ito's super inspired and ready to take on any challenge.
Ayato does have that effect on people. For those who don't know, he came to the position as the head of the Kamisato clan at a very young age and was able to bring the clan back to its feet while facing some huge difficulties at the time. And while we're on the subject of Ayato, Chris, why don't you give us a closer look at some of his skills?
Sure, leave it to me. Kamisato Ayato wields a sword and is a master of the Kamisato art Tachijutsu, just like his sister. However, what sets him apart is his hydrovision. In combat, Ayato can unleash large AoE damage in a short amount of time and is capable of increasing the effects of his team's normal attacks. After using his elemental skill, Kamisato art Kyoka, Ayato shifts positions to enter the Takimeguri Kanka state and leaves a watery illusion at his original location.
I love
the watery
the look of
illusion
that
can
attack.
explode, dealing AoE hydro damage. In the Takimeguri Kanka state, Ayato's normal attacks become Shunsuiken, which are like quick watery blades capable of dealing AoE hydro damage. After a Shunsuiken attack hits an opponent, it will grant Ayato the Namisen effect, increasing the damage dealt by Shunsuiken based on Ayato's current max HP. The Takimeguri Kanka state will be cleared when Ayato leaves the field or when he uses his elemental skill again.
So, sounds like we better be careful if we don't want to accidentally cancel a state.
Exactly. Next, he has a
He could
passive
be-
talent,
what, then
Kamisato
tricky to
art
play.
Mine wo Matoishi Kiyotaki, which means lucid rapid spiraling the summit, in case you were wondering. With this talent, when Ayato uses his elemental skill and when the water illusion explodes, he will gain a set amount of Namisen stacks. Ayato's elemental burst, Kamisato art Suiyu, will unveil a garden of purity in which bloom water blades will rain down and attack opponents within its AoE.
Ooh, sounds pretty.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
This will increase the normal attack damage of characters within that AoE. After unlocking another passive talent, Kamisato art Michiyuku Hagetsu, if Ayato is not on the field and his energy is low, he will regenerate a set amount of energy at regular intervals. In daily life, Ayato's more indulgent side tends to come out from time to time. With his passive talent, Kamisato art daily cooking, when Ayato cooks a dish perfectly, he has a set chance to receive an additional suspicious dish of the same type.
Which I'm pretty sure he just turns incense straight to Toma.
Oh.
Yup.
Oh, wait! Guys, I get it now. That's why Toma could eat all the strange stuff during the hot pot game before. He's had a lot of practice eating weird things.
Oh, no wonder. That makes so much sense now. In all seriousness, though, I think that the passive talent it's really simple, but it's pretty interesting.
All right, so let's talk about how travelers can get Kamisato Ayato in the new version.
Yep, it's time to dive into the coming event wishes.
Ayato will be available for the earlier part of version 2.6 via the Azure Excursion event wish. At the same time, Venti will also be available via his own event wish called Ballad in Goblets.
All right, we're getting another Venti rerun!
Yeah!
And that's not all. In the later part of version 2.6, Kamisato Ayaka will be returning for her first rerun.
Ooh.
Yeah.
As for the new weapon event wish, travelers will see an all-new Inazuman 5-star sword called Haran Geppaku Futsu. So be sure to keep an eye out for that as well. In version 2.6,
Or it's gonna call it the
Kamisato
Futsu.
Ayato's very own story quest, Cypress's Custos chapter, will also be available for travelers to play through. As the Sakoku decree has been lifted and Inazuma is welcoming in a new era of progress, the Tenryo and Kanjo commissions are presented with a rare, joyous occasion. But beneath the surface of this happy time, trouble is stirring. As head of the Yashiro Commission, Ayato will find himself in an unusual position. Everybody can look forward to exploring all of this amazing new story.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gonna be really cool, especially the Traveler and Ayato meeting for the very first time.
Yeah!
Yeah, that's gonna be so exciting. If you're looking forward to playing this new story quest, then just remember to save up those story keys.
You know I will.
I already
All
have
right,
Max.
Now that we've seen the new character
Do your
coming our way,
dailies.
let's jump into the all-new area travelers will be able to explore in version 2.6. In our previous special program, we gave everyone a sneak preview of the new area called the Chasm.
Ooh.
Let's watch a quick trailer to see what travelers can expect to encounter during their adventures in this new area.
Let's go.
Here we go. I love the look of the new land. It gives me like an Inazuma slash Leeway kind of vibe, maybe. And a bit of Economia kind of thrown in. But that's what I'm seeing. But again, another very sad, sort of dreary place. Not a lot of happiness going on here. New boss. Oh, new rocks. And it's not Core Lapis.
I don't know about you guys, but I can't wait to glide down the chasm. It looks so fun.
That's the first
chill.
thing I thought of, yeah.
I love it.
Oh my
It's scary, but just think of all the air you'll get.
I mean, it'll be amazing to explore, for sure.
I just don't want to run into that monster, though. It was kind of scary.
So cool.
Creeps.
As we saw in the trailer, the outside of the chasm is really beautiful, but there are also deep underground levels that exist far below the surface.
That's where all the scary stuff happens.
Yeah. While exploring the deep underground levels, travelers will need to use a gadget called a Lumenstone Adjuvant to aid them in exploration.
Lumenstone.
This gadget will illuminate the darkness, allowing everyone to explore even the darkest of places.
Oh, okay, so that'll make it a little less scary then.
Travelers will be able to enhance the Lumenstone Adjuvant to increase its capabilities. Doing so will also allow travelers to explore more efficiently and will even grant us a variety of rewards, including a 4-star weapon billet and an all-new name card.
Wow.
Nice.
In the chasm, travelers will also discover a brand new artifact domain called the Lost Valley. Inside the domain, you'll discover a mysterious environment as boundless and majestic as the chasm itself. Completing the challenge in this domain will award travelers with artifacts from the Vermilion Hereafter and echoes of an offering artifact sets. And what would be a new area without some new story content?
Yay!
In addition to everything we've covered so far, a whole new storyline will be taking place down in the chasm.
It's gonna be cool.
Yes. With version 2.6, the new Archon quest, Requiem of the Echoing Depths, will become available for travelers to continue their adventures.
Oh my god, that looks so cool.
Everyone who's been following the story of our favorite twins will definitely be excited for this one, me included. And if that isn't enough, the one and only Dainsliff will also be making another appearance during the story.
Oh, it's been a pretty long time since we've seen Dainsliff.
Yeah, totally.
Do you guys remember
in
who
this
that is?
storyline, travelers will be meeting up with Dainsliff in the dark depths of the chasm to investigate some ancient ruins together. Throughout the quest, we'll be learning a lot more about Conria as well as the Abyss. It will be a truly unforgettable adventure as we will uncover secrets of the past together.
So you're saying it'll be a bit of a cliffhanger?
Dead.
And in addition to the Archon quest and world quests, there are still many mysteries that remain hidden in the depths of the chasm. There will be much more for travelers to experience in the chasm with future version updates, so please look forward to that.
I know I will. But this seems like a pretty good time to pause for a moment and take in everything we've seen about version 2.6 so far.
Yeah, and get some Primo Gems.
Oh, agreed. Sounds good to me. Ready, everyone?
Yes.
Here you go.
Primo!
Yes!
Let's go. So on the screen, you are going to get your second code here. So again, don't forget to put it in before the end of the night because it will be gone. There's a time at the bottom, so don't ignore it. Don't ignore it. Bob, hey, 48 hours left. Yep, new Fortnite update coming our way. New season. It's gonna be great. All right, I'm gonna go over some of the stuff here at the end, just talking a little bit about Ayato there, and what we can kind of expect. I didn't have enough of a chance to kind of look at the artifacts, But I do want to show you guys real quick before they switch us back over. This is from the game here. So it's obviously this guy is Dainsleif, but we haven't seen him in...
Welcome back, everyone. Next will be...
It's been a while. It's been like quite a while.
Called Hues of the Violet Garden.
Ooh, yeah, that's right.
But makes me wonder what they're going to do with him.
The program, there will be a festival taking place in Inazuma. The theme of this event goes hand in hand with the festival being organized by the Yashiro Commission and Yaimiko. With the festival focusing on culture and creativity, travelers will not only have the opportunity to meet guests hailing from other nations, but also finally see some familiar faces again.
Oh, okay. I'm pretty interested to see what Yoimi and Klee are up to. That seems like a pretty interesting combo.
Yeah, me too. I'm just excited to go around and see everybody.
Yeah.
What is Ito doing? No.
What is he ever doing?
Well, throughout the event, we will be experiencing some interesting stories alongside those characters at the festival. And there may even be some unexpected characters making an appearance.
Nice.
So, travelers will have to wait and see who shows up this time.
As we progress through the storyline, we'll have the opportunity to enjoy a variety of Irodori Festival games. There are a total of 4 different kinds of event gameplay, so let's take a closer look.
First, we have the Moon and Stars Inscribe. Travelers will meet a bard from Mondstadt in search of inspiration among Inazuma's unique landscapes. During the event, travelers can gain a poetic theme and take pictures based on the hints to submit to the commissioner. The more pictures we supply, the easier it will be for them to compose more lines of poetry. Travelers can then choose the lines they prefer and help complete the composition.
All right, sounds easy enough. I'm sure our travelers can handle this one.
Oh, for sure. Experienced travelers who are familiar with the map and terrain will definitely be able to quickly find the best spots for photos.
Our next event gameplay will be a familiar one for our audience. It's Theater Mechanicus. I'm sure many of you have already played this game, and this time around there will be some new twist to the game. Komakata is promoting the latest version of Theater Mechanicus, and in such a large international cultural event, there's been some innovations made to attract the attention of the organizers and visitors.
Sweet.
In the all-new Theater Mechanicus Stage of Brilliance, each stage will have its own special stage features. Travelers will need to work these features into their strategy to swiftly clear each challenge.
What's also different this time around is that travelers will need to equip wondrous sticks before entering each stage. This will be a real test for our ability to make combinations. The game mode has also been streamlined to reduce the amount of time required to play.
I love this one.
Upon entering a stage, travelers will find some mechanici that have already been placed. You may choose to modify or dismantle them, or build more mechanici around them to create optimum combinations that will swiftly handle enemies coming your way.
Cool.
Our third event mode is called Clash of Lone Blades, which is an all-new challenge centered around sword fighting.
Ooh.
After unlocking this game mode, a new duel against a swordmaster with unique abilities will unlock each day. During the challenge, players will control the traveler and will be unable to use their elemental skill and elemental burst, but instead can use an all-new parry mechanic.
What weapon
Performing
does
a
the
parry will
traveler
allow
have
you
on
to take
there,
a
guys?
defensive stance and reduce incoming damage. Travelers may focus and master the timing to perform a perfect parry.
What is that one?
Which will give you the upper hand in the challenge.
Cool.
Sounds pretty challenging.
It's also worth mentioning that our final and strongest opponent for this challenge happens to be someone who had no choice but to join the competition due to difficult financial circumstances.
Oh, that's a dull blade?
It turns
Okay.
out they are just an average store owner with their hearts set on winning that prize money. Who would have guessed you'd find such tough opponents from just in town? Travelers should get ready to take on opponents in one-on-one duels.
Yes.
Oh, and last but not least, we have an Ikebana event called the Floral Courtyard. In this event, travelers will need to follow a florist's themes to create a specific floral courtyard.
A courtyard is comprised of different parts, with each part having different materials to choose from. After completing a theme, travelers may actually use the courtyard they receive and place it in the Serenity Pot. Ikebana is an art form, so when travelers are creating a floral courtyard, they need to incorporate their own interpretation of beauty.
So what you're saying is, if your courtyard is looking ugly, then you're probably doing it wrong.
I see you. Speaking of Ikebana, Ayaka is the sponsor behind the Ikebana event. You know, Ayaka's very skilled at Ikebana.
Of course he is.
You know, she invests in the promotion of this event every year, and that it's one of her greatest joys.
Yep, that sounds like Ayaka.
And that's about all we can share about this event for now. After participating in all 4 of these special event game modes and reaching certain criteria, travelers will be able to invite Xingqiu to join their team for free. So, don't forget to try out all the events.
Yeah, maybe you'll find a new favorite.
Yeah, give them a shot. Everyone should be sure to have a good look around the festival.
I wonder if I have
The streets of Rito will be
not.
specially decorated throughout the Irodori Festival, so everyone can enjoy the lively and exciting atmosphere.
We'll have to check when we go into my game,
right.
guys.
This is one festival you won't want to miss.
Oh no.
I won't. Version 2.6 will also be featuring an event for travelers who enjoy spending time in the kitchen. The event is called Spices from the West. In this event, a person from Sumeru is visiting to do research on seasonings. She hopes to find someone who can help her conduct her research by making seasonings according to recipes and taste test dishes using these seasonings.
You know, if there's food involved, I'm sure Paimon won't be far off.
It's me, Paimon, and I'm hungry!
Oh no!
New seasoning recipes will gradually unlock over the course of the event, and all the recipes will be available before the event ends. When you begin making the seasonings, the needle on the slider will move back and forth from edge to edge. Follow the instructions given on the recipe and press the button as the needle points to the corresponding ingredient to add them to the pot. And just as a reminder to everyone, there is a limit to the amount of mistakes you can make while creating a seasoning, so be sure to make the best of each chance with as little mistakes as possible. Otherwise, you'll have to start over again. Add the correct number of ingredients before you use up all your attempts, and you will succeed.
So, Zach, what you're saying is, for this event, the pressure cooker is on. I had to, I'm sorry.
That was good.
That was good, but it also hurt at the same time.
That was, that was quite fire, as they say.
Oh my God, please.
No.
But seriously, like, gosh, this looks like we'll need little hand-eye coordination for this one.
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
The heat is on.
Oh, no. What did I start?
Okay, guys. So,
I have to practice my
by
cooking,
adding
guys.
seasonings you created to delicious dishes, you can obtain fragrant dishes. Travelers may invite characters to taste test the fragrant dishes in their Serenity Pod to increase their companionship XP. Just keep in mind that the character's personal preferences also vary.
Okay.
That's right. It'll be the perfect
and
opportunity
it's only
to
for a
test
limited
how well
time.
travelers
Only
really
during
know their characters.
That time you can see.
Do a little
with the
studying.
dishes.
Totally. In version 2.6, we will be receiving a new challenge event called Vibro Crystal Research. We find a researcher from Fontaine on the outskirts of the chasm studying the harmonic motion transmitted between gems known as vibro crystals. If we connect transmitter and receiver crystals and attempt to produce various effects, then we can defeat the enemies and obtain great rewards.
In case that's a little confusing, why don't you explain what the transmitter and receiver crystals are first and what kind of effects the reactions can make?
Oh, right. Sure thing. So, after the player configures their own vibro crystal setup, they will obtain different combat buffs.
Okay.
Transmitter crystals govern the triggers for the buff effects, and receiver crystals will trigger the buffs once the conditions are met.
Oh.
This all sounds very scientific.
Did you pull that out of your sleeve again?
He still has boba?
I always have boba.
Why aren't you sharing?
Because this is my boba.
You can still share.
We'll see.
Oh, please, with your sister. Please.
Okay, let's get back to it.
Okay.
So, each challenge is split into 2 battles, which will require travelers to compose 2 teams for the challenge, as well as different vibro crystal setups. Of course, the game will also provide some trial characters to help everyone complete the challenge. Defeating enemies will award points, and travelers will be given an insignia based on their score. It's gonna be awesome, so be sure to give it a shot.
Yeah,
Million
sounds
names she
great.
has.
Interesting.
In the new version, travelers will be receiving a commission from an Inazuman artist. She'll ask us to use the camera to take pictures of scenery in different nations as inspiration for her illustrations.
Primo.
Seems like the traveler has literally gained the trust of people everywhere.
I think they say.
That just means they're gonna be busy for a very, very long time.
Hey, right.
In the photo notes, we'll be able to see comments from the artist and understand her requirements to complete the photo.
Oh, capturing landscapes for inspiration. Sounds pretty elegant.
And you would know about being elegant.
Yeah.
It's like his favorite word.
This event will definitely be on the more relaxing side of things. What could be better than exploring and earning Primo Gems?
Oh, yeah. And travelers will definitely find a ton of great photo spots to remember in the process.
And finally, in addition to all the events we've already mentioned, Leyline Overflow will be returning once again for version 2.6.
Nice.
Travelers can watch for future announcements for more details. You definitely don't want to miss the chance to get some more Mora and character EXP materials.
Oh yeah.
Yes. All right. I think that just about does it for all the events we have coming our way in version 2.6. Next, let's talk about some system updates and optimizations to the game. First, we have an optimization to the game's mobile version. After the update, travelers will be able to tap and hold on the icons of the characters in their party to quickly bring up the party setup menu.
Nice.
Nice.
So it'll be way easier for the mobile players to open up their party setup and do some changes.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, also, there will be multiple improvements coming to the tutorials archive system, making it easier for travelers to reference.
Oh, cool.
First, the tutorial icon will always stick next to the minimap on the upper left for new players, making it easier to access the tutorials archive. Plus, players will be able to quickly locate the tutorials they viewed recently, and the system will even remember where in the tutorial you last left off. Finally, in the Living Beings archive, the tutorial button will be adjusted to a more obvious location.
That all sounds pretty handy.
Yeah.
Good stuff. And last but certainly not least, during version 2.6, Genshin Impact will be releasing the second OST album for the Inazuma region, Islands of the Lost and Forgotten.
Yes.
The album will be comprised of a total of 3 discs featuring music from Seirai Island, Watatsumi Island, Tsurumi Island, and Enkanomiya, as well as some epic combat music.
Oh, I can't wait. I hope everyone will enjoy listening to that gorgeous music.
I know I will.
I know I will. Wow. So pretty, honestly. I would love to live there. Oh, thank you. Thank you, T. Yeah, I got it as an early birthday present for my mommy. It's my my sign. For Aries. I'm not usually like a big necklace person, but I really like this one. All right, here's our last code. Last code. Again, don't forget, guys, to grab this because this one here, as you guys can see, again, 100 Primo Gems and 50,000 Mora. I know we could all use this, so do not forget to put that in before the end of the day because you will regret it 100%. Okay, so since he is on the screen right now, let's just talk about him just a little bit. Okay, so what we kind of got from all of this is his skill changes his attack animation, and obviously applies hydro and does splash damage. So again, like kind of looking at it as a whole, that splash damage kind of adds a little bit of like, I feel like for me, a little bit of extra. So it kind of draws me into his his burst there, which does AoE water damage and adds attack speed to the character. So again, very, very useful because he looked a little slow, so the attack speed will be, I think, pretty helpful for him.
Come to the end of the version 2.6 special program.
No!
What? I was just gonna ask you for some boba.
Sorry,
you can't leave us.
You kept so many in your sleeve. What happened to all of them?
They're in my tummy.
Oh, you could have shared. But as Ayaka would say,
I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often.
I know, right? But hey, it won't be that long before the next version drops.
That's right. Hint, hint, hint.
So, I'm really excited for everything. I'm excited for everybody to meet Ayato. I'm really excited to explore the spooky chasm. Man, there's a lot of cool stuff coming out in this version.
Yeah, I'm also, of course, looking forward to Ayato. I finally get to meet my brother, which is super exciting for me. I also am really looking forward to the soundtrack just because, man, the music in this game is so good.
It's so good.
It'll be cool getting to, just chill out and listen to it. And, oh, man, I just can't wait.
Yeah. And not only am I excited for the Chasm area, but also the story. I'm curious to see what Dainsleif is doing back and how
Dainsleif's going to be crazy.
The Traveler will interact with him. And also, you guys rocked this special program. It's been so much fun doing this with you.
Thanks.
Thanks, buddy.
It was super fun.
Yeah. So the new version will be landing on March 30th.
Yay!
Be sure to mark your calendars and be
the
ready
day
to
after
play.
my birthday.
And we hope everyone will enjoy all that 2.6 has to offer.
So that will
look
be
forward
Wednesday,
to seeing everyone enjoy
I think,
the festival in
right?
Inazuma.
Yeah,
And Wednesday.
Just a reminder,
Perfect.
travelers can keep an eye out for future official announcements for more information on the coming version. All right, well, that's it for us today. Thanks, everybody,
Thank you.
See you in game.
Thanks, guys.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.
All right. That was pretty great. Not going to lie. It's pretty good. All right, let's go back here. I'm going to silence the part while we have a little chat about it here. As I was saying, like, his burst with does the AoE water damage and adds attack speed to the characters inside of it. So he can be played as like a main or sub DPS, which I think will be pretty useful for a lot of our teams because many of us actually have main DPSs already. So having the option to, use him as a sub as well, I think will be pretty helpful. Again, we don't know everything yet, but I think we have a pretty good idea based off what they said, what we saw, and, what we can expect. So get ready to artifact hunt too, because we are getting those new artifact domains there. So we'll be able, or just one artifact domain, so we'll be able to collect some good stuff. I didn't get to look too much at that. I did have a quick read of it during the actual stream there, but again, I will kind of have another look at it probably a little later on. But I think overall he is going to be fantastic in terms of his E and Q. I think will be very, very useful. It does kind of remind me a little bit with kind of, they said the falling swords that is going to be happening there with his Q. I think the one thing is it does kind of remind me a little bit of the animation with Ganyu, sort of having that big circle and having, obviously the attack sort of coming from the sky. So I really did like that because that's one of the things that really kind of drew me to Ganyu and having her sort of around as an optional character to use. She hasn't gotten used as much as I would like, but I've been putting in so much into some of my other characters that, are, my sort of essential teams. So I'm sure she'll get built a little bit more later. But again, the Mora situation is just brutal. And, I've had to spend a lot. So, yeah. Yeah, I think it's going to be nice having Venti as well on the rerun there. There's only going to be the one character for the phase 2. So again, we are going to be getting Ayato and Venti, again, separate banners, but they'll be run at the same time. And then we will have Ayaka on her own after that as the rerun. So I think that's good. It's not going to be too much, I don't think, for us in terms of, I guess it'll give us some time if you guys are like trying to go for Ayaka and you're still saving your primos and you're not going to pull Ayato. It's going to give you guys some extra time there to collect what you need. So they didn't really talk though about the weapon banner. I didn't hear anything really about that and what we can expect. I did see the new weapon, but they didn't really go over what was going to be featured on there. Did anybody else kind of catch that and kind of go, oh, okay, can we have some more info there? I feel like usually they do let us know. But yeah, I didn't catch anything about that. So that was a little bit of a bummer there. It, by the looks of this landscape that just popped on the screen here, it does look like we're going to need a lot of stamina to climb because it does look totally crazy in here. So make sure you guys do get your Oculus and stuff like that, so that for your Statue of the Seven, so that you can actually get all the rewards. Because I know there are people out there that don't have it to a 10 in each of the regions, so it will be pretty important, I think, for sure. They didn't talk about the weapon banner or the 4 stars. Some mystery left. Yeah, for sure. I was kind of hoping it was gonna kind of just magically fall upon me. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay, so the 2 artifact sets here, the Vermilion Hereafter and then Echoes of an Offering. So we actually get to look at these 2 sets. So the 2-piece set will give attack percent up 18%. And then having the 4-piece using an elemental burst, this character will gain the nascent, I think it says, nascent light effect, increasing their attack by 8% for 16 seconds. When the character's HP decreases, their attack will further increase by 10. There was something with him. Okay, anyways, I'll keep my thoughts to myself for now. This increase can occur this way a maximum of 4 times. This effect can be triggered once every 0.8 seconds, so basically instantly. Nascent light will be dispelled when the character leaves the field. If an elemental burst is used again during the duration of the nascent light, the original nascent light will be dispelled. Okay, I love the look of these artifacts. I think the colors are fantastic, super beautiful. And if you guys get a chance to like zoom in on them, it's gonna be worth it because they look really pretty. And then the Echoes of an Offering here. Again, I really like the colors of these as well, and the imaging is really pretty. So again, it's gonna be the same thing here. The 2-piece attack percent will be increased by 18, and the 4-piece, when normal attack hits the opponent, there is a 36% chance that it will trigger Valley Right, which will increase normal attack damage by 70% of the attack. This effect will be dispelled every 0.05. Wow, that's like literally don't even have time to blink after a normal attack deals damage. If a normal attack fails to trigger the Valley Right, the odds of it triggering the next time will increase by 20%. This trigger can occur once every 0.2 seconds. So again, pretty much instantly. So again, it's a 36% chance that it will trigger it, but then again, if it doesn't trigger it, it's going to go up 20% the next time. So my guess is that, you know, if you stack that, like if you didn't get it twice in a row, you're pretty much going to be guaranteed it on the 3rd time around. So I think, you know, if that's something that interests you guys to have a little bit of a risk there with the 36%, I think it could be useful. So yeah, there is going to be some mystery left for sure. I think some of the events are going to offer some great rewards. I think kind of the biggest one is going to be the Hues of the Violet Garden here with the crowns and stuff, and of course the level up talent materials, which will be nice. Again, the extra primos is going to be kind of there for you know, each obviously of the events. So here's another one. As you guys can see, the Mora is going to be a huge eye catcher for those of us that, you know, are in dire need of more Mora. But again, there does look like there's going to be some good events. The storyline's obviously going to have some stuff. So I think we're going to be all set for this update. So what do we think, guys? I think it looks pretty awesome, and I cannot wait.